You know, guys, I know we did this just a couple of days ago, but I swear to you, man, FAZE Swagg, and especially like his little friend group, these guys are like patient zero in this apocalypse of infected, disgusting Call of Duty players that are coming over to Battlefield 6 and trying to fucking ruin the game. And essentially, they're trying to gentrify the game with a bunch of disgusting crap that you just don't want spilling over from Call of Duty. And it's not just Swagg, it's a couple of his homies, and today's video, guys, is just, oh my god. Guys, you know what? Fuck it. Slap the like button right now and subscribe if you're new, guys. We're on the way to 70k. Down in the comments below, hashtag F7. Remember, at 65k, we're dropping a free copy of Battlefield 6. Additionally, on Monday, I'm streaming. Same exact thing, we're dropping a free copy of Battlefield 6 on Monday. But without further ado, let's get into this that comes out from one of his homies. His name is J Smooth. Now, his name, in my opinion, is very fitting, because after you hear what he has to say, you might be calling him J Smoothbrain, because this is just some of the most disgustingly horrific projecting and just nonsensical garbage that you're gonna hear all day.
Full 6 players, listen. We need to talk. We need to change this before we go into further the game, all right? Now, I am a Call of Duty player, and I don't play the objective. Sorry. I try to go for a lot of kills or a nuke. I get it. I'm the worst. I don't care. But when it comes to Battlefield 6, and there's not a lot to go for, like a kill streak or a nuke or something like that, if you are a medic or support, res your freaking teammates, you assholes. If you just want to go get kills all day, go run assault. Not only do you have to shoot in the field, you gotta res everybody with the little down emote above their heads, okay? Being a Call of Duty player, I'm telling you, Battlefield players, you dads, you uncles, lock in and play your role.
Bro, this motherfucker's lost in the sauce, man. How are you gonna start this whole thing off saying, "Dear Battlefield 6 players," and then go into how you're some donkey shit Call of Duty player that literally suffers from small map brain rot where you do nothing but go for kills and specifically ignore the objective, and then come to Battlefield 6 and then say that it's the Battlefield players that are ignoring the objective of reviving you. This guy literally just projected to everybody for the last however long this video clip was, like a minute or something, just being upset that all of his fan base and the people that play just like him in COD hopped over to Battlefield 6 and play as the support player, and they're not utilizing the medic ability. Meanwhile, he's telling us that he doesn't play the objective and that in Battlefield 6 there's not much to go for, like kill streaks and all these other things. Brother, you know the main thing that you go for in this game is, you know, just winning the fucking objective, right? And then you're calling them all uncles and dads and whatever the fuck. This guy looks old as shit. I don't know how old he is. Look, J Smooth, no disrespect to you, but like, nice to meet you, man. I'm the Scad Master. I'm here to keep it real, brother. You look old as dog shit. Not as old as this fucker over here. This is fucking gaped thoughts. But certainly the Call of Duty CTE brain has you fucking tweaking in Battlefield 6, thinking that it's the Battlefield players' faults that you're not getting rezzed. Absolute projection. Now, this guy has ties to FAZE Swagg, who is typically the highlight in these sorts of videos. And unfortunately, we have nonsense not only from his friend, but from him as well. So here's another super viral clip of FAZE Swagg where he's talking about reviving teammates in Battlefield.
People on TikTok, it's like they be telling me like, yo, you're not resing anybody. Bro, they're down across the map. I can't get to bro. You want me to sacrifice everything that I've done this match to go res these goofballs all the way over? Hell no. They're on the other side of the map. There's a tank between us. And they want me to burst through the tank like I'm fucking Superman and res everybody. That ain't me. I'm not doing that.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh my God.
You know, part of me wants to sympathize because what he's detailing in here honestly is kind of valid, and that's gonna sound crazy coming from me, but seriously, if a guy's across the map or there's a tank in between us, obviously there's some obstacles to get to before getting to that person, but you also need to remember that is literally your job if you are choosing to play as the medic. If there's a tank in front of you, your job is to either go around the tank, help other people destroy the tank so that you can get to your personal objective of being the medic and support player. That is what you're supposed to do, but I understand that it could be kind of inconvenient to do. But here's the thing, right? We're not talking about the average casual here. We're not talking about the scat master. We're talking about the breed of players that have just migrated from Call of Duty. And as you saw in that previous clip from his homie, these guys are known to not play the objective. So when he's detailing how people are complaining at him that he needs to start reviving people, my initial impression is that there's probably been multiple times where he might need to go out of his way just a little bit and maybe risk his life kind of to revive his teammate, and he's just not doing it. You know, if this were the common complaint that I see on the timeline from casuals, then I wouldn't really bat an eye to it. But the fact that it's coming from FaZe Swagg, especially after the initial clip of his homie essentially projecting about how he doesn't play the objective, yeah, I'm just not buying this one, man. These people come out here and they just start tweaking about how they don't want to play the objective, and then the other one makes a video about how the Battlefield players don't play the objective. Meanwhile, his homie's out here saying that he doesn't want to play the objective. But guys, this is the thing, right? I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. I'm a firm believer in karma. And you saw how that previous clip had FaZe Swagg talking about how he doesn't want to go out of his way to revive his teammate. I want you guys to take a look at this clip and just tell me what your initial impressions are.
Oh shit, come on, get me, please. Please, teammate.
I got shotgun.
Medic!
Dead.
Medic!
Please!
He went downstairs! Pops!
Oh, they're taking A.
Pops! Oh my god!
I'm dead.
I have a medic in the room with me. I don't know what he's doing.
You couldn't write a better joke, man. Like, that's exactly what happens. Let me tell you something. Whatever his teammate's name was, I'm assuming he just didn't want to go out of his way to revive Swagg. He probably wanted to go play his own separate objective of playing kills, possibly. Maybe that's why he didn't want to revive Swagg. Or maybe he realized that Swagg was on his team and that Swagg wasn't contributing shit on the goddamn map, and maybe that's why he didn't revive him. Guys, I don't know. That's the thing, is that there's so many different answers as to what could have caused this to happen, but all I know is that it's extremely fucking funny coming after the last two clips that I just showed you guys. Now, before I get to showing you some more clips, I'm gonna talk about this medic situation very quickly. I've played like 25 hours worth of Battlefield 6 already, and the main class that I'm using is the support medic, and there's multiple gameplays that you're gonna see of me reviving every single one of my teammates in bulk. Especially if I need to go out of my way, because this is the thing. If I go out of my way and revive like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people, especially if one of them is my squad member, and I die in the process, you realize you don't just automatically die, right? Like, you understand you go down as well, and you can hold down the button to make sure you don't die right away. You might have revived a teammate that could pop a smoke, pop the deployable cover, and then revive you right back after killing like 2-3 people or some shit, man. That's literally the essence of Battlefield 6. But this whole greed of just not reviving your teammates because you need to take a couple of steps forward and get in the line of fire, it's just pussy shit. You select your character with that special ability for a fucking reason. And the point of showing you guys those first 3 clips was that I want you guys to understand the types of people that are coming from what community that are coming into Battlefield 6 to essentially just make everybody stupider. And that's not even a fucking word. See, it's already working. But guys, here's another example of a streamer, of course we're talking about FaZe Swagg today for the most part, just trying to get Battlefield to conform to the slop that exists in Call of Duty.
No, Battlefield definitely needs a battle royale. When people think it doesn't, I promise you it does.
Oh, hooray! Yay! Ice cream!
Let me tell you why FaZe Swagg believes Battlefield 6 definitely needs a battle royale. And very quickly, I'm not even against or in support of a battle royale in Battlefield 6. I could care fucking less. Now, would it be cool to see them take a shit on Call of Duty in an even better way with a battle royale that would take a shit on Warzone? Yeah, of course, but this is the thing. FaZe Swagg and all of these tiny TikTok brain rot fanboys that are coming from Call of Duty into Battlefield 6, the reason they believe Battlefield 6 needs a battle royale is because they are tired of Warzone. This is like their domain in Call of Duty. They don't play shit else. This is them once again projecting that they are not content with their battle royale experience, so they want a different game to do it better. But from my understanding, that's never been what Battlefield has been about. So this whole thing about how it needs a BR mode No, what you need is for your mode over in Warzone to be better, because right now it's literal fucking frog shit. So what you're hoping for is that the superior game, Battlefield 6, has a BR mode that is better than Warzone, because you don't like Warzone. You're supposed to, and you're getting paid to do it, but you know deep down inside, you don't like it. And when people call you out for that, like I am right now, this is the ultimate projection from all of these COD fans that are coming into Battlefield 6.
Anybody that's ever picked up a Call of Duty in the last 5 years is getting fucking cooked by the Battlefield community. You could be Billy Bob, who's 65 years old. You played COD Big Red 1. And if you say something about Battlefield, they go, bro, you go back to COD.
Let me tell you why this is the ultimate example of projecting. Guys, for how long in this battle between Call of Duty and Battlefield 6 has Call of Duty just unanimously beaten the dog shit out of Battlefield? And that's no disrespect to Battlefield, man. I come from the Call of Duty community, so I can confidently tell you guys that more often than not, even though Battlefield might be the better experience in terms of sales and popularity and I guess like pop culture relevance, Call of Duty usually takes the cake on that, and I think we could all agree there. The exception, of course, is this year, with Battlefield 6 being significantly better than Black Ops 7 in terms of marketing, in terms of how successful it's about to be in pre-orders, in terms of record breaking, etc, etc. Now, these Call of Duty fans do not like that fact, okay? It's a tough pill to swallow, but that's what people like myself are here to do. It's to tell you the fucking truth. Battlefield 6 taking a fat ass motherfucking shit on Call of Duty's chest. So what do these COD fans do? They try to take away as many accolades and achievements from Battlefield 6 as humanly fucking possible. On top of that, if it doesn't play like Call of Duty, they are not really a big fan of that, so they come over to the Battlefield community and they start talking about, oh, we need a battle royale. Oh, we need faster gameplay. Oh, these maps are too big. Oh, I don't want to play as the medic and revive people and play the objective. Oh, this game needs kill streaks.
The right to say what we want.
Shut
when
the
you think about
fuck up.
They want it to be Call of Duty. And so when these people come out here and tell them, no, we're not gonna make this Call of Duty. If you want Call of Duty, then go back to Call of Duty. These fucking COD fans start tweaking, talking about, oh man, the Battlefield community is so toxic, man. You guys hurt my little feelings. Bro, you spent the last like 4 Battlefield titles just shitting on Battlefield because you're in the Call of Duty community that was more popular at the time. Then before the launch of these 2 games and Battlefield 6 was becoming extremely popular before the beta, all of these COD fans said that Battlefield 6 was forced hate against Call of Duty. And the only reason the Battlefield community looks so large is because there's so many people from the Call of Duty community going over to Battlefield. What it sounds like is you're upset with your fucking selves. The COD fans are not mad at the Battlefield fans. They think they are. What they're mad at is the other Call of Duty fans that make the entire Call of Duty community look like fucking bozos. And unfortunately, some of the biggest content creators and the biggest representatives of the COD community are the 2 cavemen boneheads that I showcased in today's video. Contradicting each other, projecting that they don't like their own playstyle in Battlefield 6, hoping that Battlefield 6 becomes Call of Duty, and then when it doesn't, they get upset that the Battlefield community is telling them to go back to Call of Duty. What does that sound like to you guys? I'll tell you exactly what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the Call of Duty streamers and the biggest Call of Duty representatives are trying to ruin Battlefield 6 by trying to make it Call of Duty and then complain that the Call of Duty community hopped over to Battlefield 6 and doesn't know what the flying fuck they're doing. And yes, this is coming from a Call of Duty player myself, the Scatmaster. Salutations. Let me tell you something right now. The COD fans that are trying to gentrify Battlefield 6 with the fucking slop that exists in COD, shut the fuck up and go suck on Joe C. COD's gooch from the front. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on Battlefield 6 becoming like Call of Duty and some of these COD streamers that are trying to destroy Battlefield 6 with their nonsensical slop and TikTok brain-rotted brain? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
Ain't in my body.